we're here with Isaac Jessup, head coach Mike DeGeorge, Elijah Knudsen here with us after the win over Westminster. Coach, we'll start out with you. Just opening statement, your thoughts on tonight.
Yeah, I was pleased with the effort. We've really been working on trying to play off 2 feet in the paint more, and we thought it would lead to more assists and that. And, I think with 29 assists and only 8 turnovers, so that might be another school record, too. We were talking about that in the locker room. And so that's awesome. Defensively, the physicality of their screening really gained a lot of advantages for them, and it's an area that we got to keep improving on. And so that was a little bit disappointing. But overall, I thought we handled the mixing between the man and the zone well, and we had a nice pace to the offense, and guys competed at a high level. So it was a good all-around team win.
Isaac, for you, I know you pride yourself on defense. You're guarding the best perimeter player a lot of the time. Really good defensive week for you guys. You had a 16-point half on Tuesday and another, holding the team in the 50s tonight. Just talk about where you feel like the team defense is at right now at this point in the season.
We have a long ways to go, and sometimes we can get so caught up in how much we have to get better to reach where we want to go that we can, it's easy to forget that we have come a long way. And I think a lot of credit goes to our scout team. Honestly, we have such an elite scout team. Sometimes it feels like it's harder to guard our scout team in practice than it is to guard the team in the game. So I will say they deserve a lot of the credit.
Elijah, for you, 6 threes tonight, 18 points, ties a career high for you, and all your points in the second half as well. And it sort of seemed like once one went in for you, your confidence just went through the roof, and you felt like you were going to knock every single one down. Talk about your game tonight on both ends of the floor, but that run of threes as well.
It was good to finally see one go through after I've had a cold streak going for quite a while now. I hit a couple here and there, but haven't really been myself shooting the ball. But it was good to finally see some go through, and once I saw those first 2, 3, and then I was just ready to go. But a lot of the credit to my teammates. They were out there setting screens, trying to get me open, and just looking for me whenever they could. So, but at both ends, I feel like we competed well tonight. And overall, we still need to work on our defense and closing out on shooters and just getting the little things down. But overall, we played a good, solid team game tonight.
All right, questions.
See, Elijah, the year you had last year, you came in and just lit it up, and people were going nuts. And then, you see this new offense, and we're thinking, okay, this is picture perfect for you. Was it just trying to go a little too fast early on in the season when you couldn't quite get in a streak? Because the last couple games, you just look so much more comfortable out there.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of I was playing too fast and just not playing within my comfort zone. It was also I was overthinking it. I had a bad attitude and I was missing shots, and I just decided to let go of that and start thinking about the next play and moving on from it. And once I got that down, my confidence went up and I started to shoot the ball better. So it's mostly due to that.
So you just feed off the crowd too, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, once you hit, a couple of the really long ones, the students go nuts, and it just looks like it just breaks whatever issues you've had away.
Yeah, that is definitely a really good feeling hearing everybody go loud and go crazy for me, and definitely helps me boost my confidence.
Yeah, and Mike, having a kid like him coming off the bench, and you saw last year what he can do, and he can put up a lot of points in a hurry. And when he gets going, it's one more wrinkle you can add to this offense.
Yeah, we really believe in him, and he's a tremendous shooter and a tremendous player, and he's really evolved his game to be more than just a shooter, which has been awesome to see. And part of it too, I think, is that I've been playing too many guys, and we've been trying to figure out what combination works best, and so we've ended up with guys in such short stints that they don't really get in the flow of the game. And so one of the reasons he had success tonight was he got to be able to be in there for a little longer stretches and just get in the flow of the game, which is something we've wanted, but I just really haven't been able to decide between guys because I feel like we've been really deep, but we haven't performed off the bench as well all year as I'd hoped. And so, it was great to see him step up and do that tonight. And he's really been – the reality is you've been shooting it really well since Christmas. He's just shooting better balanced shots, getting a few more consistent looks, and it's then he just realizes who he is and just goes out and make shots. He's a shot maker. So.
A couple of times early in the season, it's like, shot inside the arc. He doesn't do that. You know, you get lost or what?
Got to mix it up sometimes.
Yeah, talk about the bench. The ball was moving well pretty much the whole game, but it really seemed like the second half with kind of a mix between the starters and the bench was the ball was moving the most and where Elijah really caught fire. Just, well, how do you feel about the bench ball movement tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was great, and particularly in that second half when we put that group in, that first group stayed in a little longer than we normally do, and so I just, once it got to a certain point, I'm like, we'll probably just sub 5 here and get everybody a break at the same time. And so that group came in with a lot of energy, and the ball moved, and both Elijah and Mick McCurry, it was the first time he was in the game. That's one of the great things about Mick is he's just coming in ready always and came in with a lot of confidence. And, he's been sick and had an injury, so he really hasn't been playing a ton. And so it was great to see him come in and play with a lot of confidence and contribute. And so, yeah, it was great to see the ball move. And it's like what we see in practice, and it's great to see it in the game. So it was good.
And for you, Elijah, obviously 6 threes a ton, but didn't feel like any of those shots were really forced. So if you could just try to talk about playing in the flow of the offense, but at the same time having the hot hand.
I mean, our motto when we're playing is make the extra pass and go from a good shot to a great shot. So if I have a good shot, I'm obviously going to take it. But if I have Reese Johnson, Isaac Jessup, anyone of my teammates out that's in the corner that's wide open, when I'm somewhat open, I'm going to hit them because I believe in everybody on this team to make a shot. So no reason for me to force.
For you, Isaac, shot the ball well tonight. Did what you do always defensively. After the tough loss to Fort Lewis, what's the morale of the team, and then what's the steps forward to get to where you guys want?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that was a tough loss against a really good team, and that was a big focus this past week was just getting back, emotionally to just kind of a even keel, I would say, and getting the ship righted basically, and I think we did that with these 2 wins. So, yeah, just got to keep even keel going forward. So that's our goal.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Congrats on the win.
Thanks.